Hello folks and modelers, I'm back for part 6 on the build of the USS Intrepid CVS-11. So I think just a couple of days ago I uploaded my video on the interior hangar bay, and I told you that I was gonna paint it up and come back with a video soon. So I have painted the interior, but I do have one additional thing to update you, and I think I better do it now because after I start gluing all the bulkheads, I might not be able to show you certain things. So let me just start off with this. Okay, so basically the additional thing that I've done is something that goes like this. Okay, gonna try to show you like this. Okay, just take a look at that elevator deck over there. So basically I am able to move it up and put it in the upper position, and then if I want to lower it, I can just push it in. So some workable things I managed to add in. At the moment it's not so smooth because I have not glued the deck. So I'll show you how I have done that, and just quickly also will show you the painted interior hangar bay. So I'm gonna start to take this off as usual. Oh, by the way, I did this decal because you know, these decals, I was thinking that, you know, once I put this elevator deck in, I won't be able to do decals. So I have just done these 3 decals first. So let me move this out, and so okay, this has also been the overhead has, I have also retaped it. So I think this is going to be the final version of how it is. And I'll take out the bulkhead now. Okay, so this is how the color looks like on the interior hangar bay. And one apologies, I did mention about this color. I was saying it's a duck green, but it's actually a duck egg green. So it's number 26 from Mr. Hobby. So I think the paint turned out quite well. I kind of like the color. These are the LEDs, so I cannot paint these. So these are in white. And this is how all the bulkhead will look like. I'm not going to show you with the LED on today. I think I can still do that some other time in my upcoming updates. So yeah, basically the color will look like this. Okay. So on the port side, I think now that it's painted, it looks much better. And I did a wash, but the wash was not so easy because you know, everything is like sticking out, and it's difficult to get into all the, you know, the corners, the deep edges. Same goes with this. I've done a wash, but maybe it was difficult to wipe off some excess because of the surface structure. But I think it won't be so visible from the door wells, and I think it looks quite dirty. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you on how I did that elevator deck, how to make it workable. So I need to turn this around again. Okay, so what I have done is I have drilled 2 holes there and put 2 beams, and okay, this is gonna be the hard to see part. So basically that 2 beams are sitting on this one plastic piece of card. It's basically just to balance it, and I made a handle to push these 2 beams up, and this is just a rough way I did it. This is from a Gundam part. 2 beams are there, and I have drilled 2 holes on the bottom of the hull, like that, so that this thing over here will go into that 2 holes, and it's basically pushing the 2 beams up. And I will glue this onto these 2 beams so that it will balance and it will not, like, you know, tip over as what you have seen just now. Yeah, so this way it's workable. I thought about this, you know, after this, you know, everything was done. So it was kind of a bit at a late stage, but I still managed to do it. It will be easier if you haven't glued the hangar bay deck, because this inner part was quite difficult to reach in, and I roughly just, you know, guessed the size of the plate by looking at the bottom of the hull, and I super glued these beams to that plate over there. Yeah, not so easy with, you know, having this deck already glued there. So if you're doing this, try to do all these things and you will get easier. I mean, it was hard for me to guess the length of these beams, and I had to like keep filing it to the right. Basically, when this beam goes down, it should not be, yeah, it should be at that kind of level. Probably having about, you know, like 1 or 2 millimeters. And the reason for that is because there is this thing here. So this plate does not sit flat on this surface. So I had to get, basically it's still a bit still floating a little bit, but I think this is good enough. So I will glue this on these two beams over here. This one I had to add a plastic cut because it was a bit short, and it will basically it will lift up, and so that I can still play around with this elevator deck. Because if you don't do this, once it's down there, there's no way of pulling it up anymore, because you won't be able to reach in from the elevator deck hole. So it will move up like that. Yeah. Not so, the movement is not so smooth, but at least it's workable, and I think I'm happy with that. So this is done. So basically, after this video, I think in the next video I will have all these bulkheads glued up, all these things here, and also the overhead. And one more thing I need to show you would be how I have decided to hold the LED connector. So I have come up with one part over here. This is also from something from a Gundam kit. So I decided to screw this to this area here. Basically, inside this is for the bulbous bow, and inside is hollow. So the screw will go in. It will basically hold like that with the connector sticking in there. I think that way I hope it will hold the connector. So I'm gonna put this in like this, and I've prepared two just plastic cuts, but with the tip a bit in a wedge shape. So these things will push in there, and I will force to glue them up, and then finally this part here, this thing will go in there to hold the connector down. Of course, now I cannot really show you how I'm gonna do it. It's just too difficult. But it will sit there, and I will screw this in to hold this connector so that it won't come off. Yeah, so that's how I plan to do it. I have that part in there, but it's okay. I can take it out later. So yeah, that's how I'm gonna do it, and so that now I have all these things. Prepared and done. I'm ready to glue everything in now. And I think for this ship, I'm not going to put any aircraft in the hangar bay, because it will start blocking these bulkheads, and what's the point of doing all this when it's blocked by so many aircrafts? So I decided for this ship, it's gonna be empty so that we can still see the bulkheads. And of course, you know, there's not enough aircrafts on this kit anyway. So the aircraft will be on the deck. So that's how I will do this Intrepid. So I guess, you know, this is my update now. So after this, a lot of gluing, assembling will start happening. And then finally, I can get back to the kit, you know, do railings, and then work on the deck. So I think for the past 2 months, it's not really the kit, but it's all the scratch builds on the bulkhead, the overhead. And oh, by the way, I posted the one short video. I was just messing around, you know, sort of showing. If you remember that one scene from Star Wars, where, you know, Luke Skywalker was, you know, is trying to destroy the Death Star. They were basically going like that, you know. So yeah, I thought about that, and since this overhead looks like the surface of the Death Star, so that was what I was doing, just messing around. So yeah, anyway, I hope you liked that video. So I was just doing these kind of things, added some laser beam sounds, you know, from the Star Wars movie. Okay, so that's it for my update today. I hope you like this video, and if you have any questions, especially on how to do this part here, let me know. But I think in my next update, I won't be able to show you anything anymore because everything will be glued up. And in fact, basically this thing needs to be, this part here, this thing needs to be really aligned when I glue this, and it has to be together with this deck in there, because this part has quite a tight fit with the upper deck. So you can see that there's all these grooves, you know, to fit in this elevator bulkhead. It's quite a tight fit. So if I don't, since I plan to glue it on the deck, the hangar bay deck first, the position has to be really aligned. So I'm gonna glue this in and then quickly put the upper deck to fit into these grooves here to position it. And then once it's dried up, I can take out the upper deck. Of course, I cannot glue this on this part here. The reason being, I added some cuts here to support the overhead. So, you know, this part has to be sitting in here first, because the overhead will come in. So if I glue this on the upper deck first, I'll never be able to get that this part in, because now that it's a bit thicker. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say, but you know, maybe it's a bit too complicated. So okay, that's all for my video this time. So I think this dark egg green turned out quite good. I don't know if you like it, but for me I do like it instead of the regular white color for the interior hangar bay. So okay, that's all for this time. I hope you like this video. And as usual, happy modeling and cheers for now. Goodbye.